Hey guys, Skieley here. This will be my first video on this channel, or any channel for that matter, and I want to talk about the Gacha community. I'll point out this is a collab, I will bring up one topic and my friends will do the other, and so on. Anyway, let's begin. This isn't that important. These two words, especially if I say gacha, you already know what I'm talking about. The cute game for children that created a whole community on YouTube full of immature children that curse other people out, never listen to others' opinions, and so on. But so many people made a video about it already and cursed it out, cringed on the content, and talk about how these videos are trash and the whole community is just cringe. What new could I put on the table that will separate this video from the dozen of others? Well, I came to defend this community. Yes, you heard it. Oh God, put those knives down. Jesus! Just listen. What was that about not listening to opinions? So why do I want to defend this community? No, I'm not a gacha tuber anymore. I was like a year ago. No, they did not pay for it. They don't have money. No, I'm not stupid or blind to look over the toxicity. I'll go over every popular point they like to bring up against the community, reasons why they are wrong or right, and hopefully make you understand that the gacha community isn't as horrible as you may think. So let's start. The game Gacha Life was created back in 2018, October 20th. It was created by Lunime. Before that, many gacha games were created. The first that really blew up was Gacha Studio, that released back in 2017, October 5th. But the real thing that showed the art style the game till this day has was Gacha Burst, and that game was a very beta version of Gacha Life. No matter when one came out, what it had, the point of the game was to dress up characters and pose them. For a first look, it did look like a normal dress-up game, but what this game had, not many dress-up games had. It was an ability to create videos with it. Items, pets, backgrounds, everything was good to create mini-movies and series with it. The Gacha YouTube community started as it is right now, back in the beginning of 2018 to 2019, blowing up and creating its own community. Around that time, all the attention snapped on the game, and people had even more things to criticize when Gacha Life came out, one of the most professional games Lunime released till that point. Back in 2019, Lunime the creator, or rather creators of the whole game, got into a drama, where YouTubers called him out on the sexual content and the poses that were in the game, making it possible for children to create sexual content. Everyone knows this drama, I don't have to introduce it. After the drama went on for many months, Lunime finally did something against it and took down all the sexual content and taking out the sexual content from the game. And I do agree this point was a very fair one. Like I said, I'm not stupid or blind to look over this. This was a fucked up thing. But this was nearly 2 years ago. What is up with the gacha life right now? After the smaller explanation I just did, let me get to the main thing we are here. Like many of you know, the Gacha community got a lot of hate for the cringe content of the kids who play and use the game for videos, and the overused stereotypes, the fetish like gay relationships, and those other weird things I have no idea how to name. We will all go over that with Silver, so you guys can understand it all. We are here to clear the name of Gacha Life up as much as we can. So let's get started with topic 1 that will be covered by Silver.
Hey yo, Silver Shadow here. Today I'm here to speak about the Gacha community along with Skieley. Those two words alone spark a very mixed reaction from pretty much everyone I know. A community known for its cute, chibi characters, yet not so cute content. Well, is it good, bad, or neither? That's my question I'm here to answer along with Skieley's help. Yeesh, there are some very, very mixed results here. Where does what we consider cringe come from anyway? Well, a simple look at r/gotchalife cringe will probably get you that answer pretty fast. Firstly, over-sexualizing the LGBTQ plus community. I mean, come on. Have you seen the stuff on there? Another thing I've noticed is that the satire community and creators are causing a lot of hate as well, whether they mean it or not. Second, the sheer misrepresentation of real people, character, and other creators. You have no idea how many things like this I've seen. It's straight up annoying and disgusting. However, I'm a member of the Gacha community myself, and I fully realize that most of these creators are kids literally too young for the app and can't yet formulate their own opinions about things, yet being that their brains are not developed enough. Does this still make this okay? No! But you do have to understand that these are still children. Many children were excused out of their actions because they didn't know what they were doing, and this is the same case. If you can't bully a child for doing something stupid online, why is this an exception?
We came to a topic I consider myself quite at home in, as I do know some stuff about art and how we started. Now, are gacha animations art? That is a question many would straight up answer with a no. But all I hear next to this topic is that they trace over characters and just edit them. But even though that is often quite true, some animations are often something else. Added sets, own hands, own eyes, own clothes. The body is truly just used as a base. Yes, you can still argue that it's not art because it's traced over, but I would disagree and also agree. Yes, mate, I will de-agree. Clever name, huh? I'm horrible with puns. So let's see this from another perspective. Let's move into the art community a bit. You know the guys who use bases? Remember the time on the A when that was cringy? And that they called out people who use bases because they just trace over it? And many YouTubers defending them for being beginner artists? Yeah, guess what? This is the exact same. In some occasions, yes, it is. So if we defend people who use bases, why don't we defend people for using Gacha Life characters as bases? It's still a base. It's not a if burning, let the other burn too. It's if one isn't burning, why are we setting the other on fire for the same thing? People have to understand that gacha edits and gacha art exists. It's not just all about the edits. Also, can we appreciate that these people are awesome at animation? Some things these people do, like Cutie Pun Pun or Kittypop Time, or even smaller animators, are things pro art animation channels do with far more followers. Let's not bring them down just because they use Gacha Life. They are drawing their own stuff often, and they are awesome. They have put a lot of effort into their stuff.
Let's be real here. As I said in section 1, a lot of these creators are quite young and probably don't have a good idea of what true effort looks like yet. And that I, myself, as a new creator, thought, slap together some screenshots with proper grammar. That's a lot of effort. However, in order to have actual effort, you need to have a bit more than that. You need work ethic, and I know a lot of these creators don't, not yet. However, can you blame them? They're just a few children looking for some form of entertainment or enjoyment for their off time and want to share it with those on the internet, wanting others to like it. Sure, you can criticize them, but hating on them will not bring much. It will just drive them away from making videos, maybe forever. Editing these videos also helps children to experience video editing for the first time, and they can actually learn something they can use for later in the future.
This is a section that is important to talk about. Where this hate and view that the community is cringe comes from is easy. Well, not that easy, but a part of it is easy. You don't have to go too far away for this. Just look into the nearest gacha cringe video. These YouTubers mostly specify to not hate on the YouTubers presented in the video, but I do think that just saying it and then starting the video, laughing on the bullshit and then ending the video will not help much. But yes, people can't control their fan base, and I do understand this, but in my opinion, these cringe comps shouldn't even exist. Sure, you can argue that they pulled up the drama of the game being sexualized, but if you want to talk about that, do it in an actual video talking about it. Or since they already exist, make sure to mention that I don't know that not every gacha video is trash. Most people making this cringe comps only saw the cringe part of it and aren't part of the community. Mostly they just go on the views and that they get some penny in their pockets. So I understand that they don't know much about it, but you can look after it regardless. Heading into a topic with only seeing one side of the topic is the shittiest thing you can do.
Well, I think we all know what the problems here are after looking over everything we've seen so far. First of all, misrepresentation, over-sexualization, and fetishization of real people, characters, and relationships. This is such a large problem, something that brings the community down so much because it's so common. Because you see it almost everywhere you look, even if you don't search it out or search for it in general. Second, people outside of the community claiming Gacha isn't art and will never be art because it uses a base. However, they always forget to look at channels such as Kittypop Time, Lynn Totally, Queenie Vammy, or Rosie Closey. Much of their content is custom models, tweening, animation, simply using the actual characters as somewhat of a base to work off as a start, and nothing more. Sounds like art to me, especially considering a lot of beginner artists use bases so they can establish what they want things to look like and placements of certain things, such as eyes, mouths, and noses. Third, the lack of effort usually put into gacha animations simply because most of these people are literal children with no sense of what looks better, as they are still new to the concept of video editing. This still doesn't mean that they deserve the hate, but many people in the community are amazing editors. They're somehow better than actual animators on the internet, and we cannot label the whole community cringe because of inexperienced children. Fourth, the reactions from much larger channels told to react to subreddits such as r/gotchalife has greatly affected the community's positive overlap because both satire and serious cringe creators have been making things and are seen by a large amount of the internet through those larger content creators. However, these are children. Can you expect them to be perfect? Overall, it seems quite useless and simply just a good way to destroy a lot of creators and, for that matter, children's dreams, just to get your own 2 cents hate commentary on a group of children who don't understand what they're doing, now doesn't it?
Now I can already hear you scream. How can I compare the Undertale game with a generally awesome characters, good creative personalities and stories to a game for children where you create characters? I did not say I will compare the two games. Put that knife down. You can keep the torch. We're deep enough where you need it. So, remember the Undertale fandom drama where the game blew up back in 2016, 17, and people started to harass and hate on the fandom because of some Sans fangirls? Remember where a whole fandom was hated on because of children that had no idea what they were doing, so they made cringe things and labeled a whole community as cringe culture? And where the normal people were harassed to a point where many original alternative universe creators deleted their accounts because of it? Yeah? And now does it sound exactly like the gotcha drama? For me, it does. History repeats itself like always. People never learn from their mistakes. We are stuck in an endless loop where people are just searching for something they can label as cringe and just hate on every single gotcha video because they heard that it's full of cringy children. I can decide if I want to shake my head or slam it into a wall. Undertale died down, mostly because of this drama. Whenever a new fandom starts, people slam it into the ground and it either rises or stays there. Undertale rise and rise, till it was crashed down for the last time and stood there. Gacha Life has been slammed down so many times, yet it's still somehow alive. You could argue that the most cringe comms are about pointing out the sexual and illegal things. But those are in the past. Even after Lumima changed the game, people were chewing on it just because they needed the entertainment. And how entertaining it is to bully children who are trying to make videos for fun that aren't even sexual, just stories of their own. People are toxic and will be toxic, but at least stop encouraging them to be toxic. Hey guys, editor Skieley here. This is an after record. I just wanted to say this now before the end word comes that I do not hate on anyone in this video. The images that are in it from YouTubers are not bad and I do not claim they are. This isn't a hate message. I myself watch people like Galaxy is okay, who is very popular of her opinion that she hates Gacha Life to its core, and I respect her opinion. I do not support things like harassment towards anyone, especially not these YouTubers. That section was about how YouTubers only make these cringe compilations and reactions because it's trendy and because of views. They do not put any advice or message into it. Now, people like Galaxy is okay are not that kind of YouTubers. They make cringe compilations about um about Gacha life, but she does put some kind of effort and some kind of message into it that will help these people in the future. She doesn't just hate on them, she tries to make them understand that maybe using base forever will not get them further in art and such. I'm not sure if this kind of message is only for them to stop using Gacha Life or it actually wants to help. I'm not Galaxy, I never spoke to her. Uh, anyway, thank you for letting me speak. Now onto the outro. Wow, you actually watched this. Congrats! Need a cookie? We have stated many things that are against the gacha community unfairly. Also acknowledge the community and its flaws, so the end summary is call it illegal things and disgusting things, and let children have their fun.
Thanks for watching to the end of this collab between me and Skieley. I hope that now you see it's really not worth hating on a bunch of kids who just want to have a bit of fun. Call out the illegal or politically incorrect things and help them grow to understand the consequences.
Thanks Silva for being here. Your presence did help my spirit. I will also put all the YouTubers' channels into the description. They need some love.
Thanks for letting me take part, Skylight, and I really hope you had as much fun as I did. Make sure to check out the amazing creators mentioned, as they've done so much for the community.